Reverend Dr. Charles Spencer Hamilton was not only an activist for civil rights, but also an advocate for education. In 1957, he planted a vision that is still being nurtured today. When a seed is planted, it needs the right conditions to grow: sunlight, water, and nutrients from the soil. Over time, with care and nurturing, it grows into a strong, healthy tree. Similarly, children need a supportive environment to thrive: love, education, and guidance. Those right conditions are at our Child Development Center.
So the history started with Reverend Dr. C.S. Hamilton in 1957 of opening a Child Development Center. 10 years later, Ms. Louise B. Scott, who was a housewife at the time, came because she heard there was a position open. So she came and she applied, and then for the next 35 years, she built a legacy of not just teaching the children in the community, but also being innovative, creative in that aspect at a time when there wasn't any regulations.
It is because of the seed that was planted back then that even to this day, parents know that the CDC is a place to find good nutrients for their children, a place where they're safe, loved, and developed into our future leaders.
We are a child development center. Society calls us child care, but we are a child development center. We are developing the children from the time they walk in at 6 weeks or they come in at 3 years old to ensure that we are empowering them and impacting them appropriately for their age so that they can succeed.
When parents drop off their children, they know they're leaving them in a safe, nurturing environment where teachers provide loving care and teach the basics of counting, reading, and writing.
With the older children, we do a lot of projects that involve the families with public speaking. We also have moments where when there's things happening in the country like the election, we have an election where the children have candidates and then they sit there and the candidates ask, what do you want? What do you want me to bring? And as simple as no more naps and more recess time. The big one for last year was pizza and chicken wings.
With this strong foundation, our children are assured a towering future. Mary Ann Carter, the proud and passionate director of the 3-star quality rated program, continues to honor the legacy of Louise B. Scott and Reverend Hamilton. Along with Pastor Goodman, they're preparing what the future will look like for the CDC.
So the vision to move from Tabernacle Child Development Center to the Louise B. Scott Preparatory Academy is just to set the next level. We do hear STEAM and STEM already. We do reading and singing and reading books, but now we want to add some things. We do soccer on Thursdays. I don't know if people know we do soccer every Thursday. Someone comes in and teaches them soccer. Now we want to do some more language. We want to add technology to those things in the next transition to the Louise B. Scott Preparatory Academy so that we're encompassing everything, of course, reading, writing, and arithmetic, but also the stuff that happens in our world, computers, and things like that.
Even with the pioneers that came before her, Mary Ann hopes to also leave a legacy.
I hope that I brought joy and love, that they know that I want them to be the very best little person and human being that they can be, and that they will be successful because I set the foundation here at Tabernacle Child Development Center for them to succeed. We got some lawyers in here, and some doctors in here, and some artists in here, and some singers in here. We're gonna have a future president that came from an early childhood education program. And that's what I want my legacy to be, is that they started their foundation in the first 5 years to be everything that they want to be.
I want to thank you for being a part of the historic Tabernacle Baptist Church, a local church making a global impact.